Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Civic. We're going to start the firewall shave. As you can see, I pretty much have everything removed off the firewall, and to save myself a lot of time, I'm going to be using a kit by ODB Welding Werks. It's a pre-packaged kit with all the material already pre-cut, so it saves yourself a lot of time. So I'm going to go ahead and start prepping these areas by removing the paint so I can tack them in place. I went ahead and finished welding all the filler pieces. I'm not going to grind them yet because I still have a lot more welding to do. But next, I'm going to work on these shock towers. So ODB also makes these shock tower extensions. And the purpose behind these is on lowered Hondas, they have a tendency where the upper A-arm will actually impact the upper strut tower. And you can already see that there's impact marks on this one. And you see where the arm was hitting it. So the purpose of this is to actually cut out this area and weld these in place, and it gives additional clearance for the A-arms to travel. First, I'm going to mark the area so I have a general idea of where the cuts are going to be made so I could actually grind the paint down. Now I'm going to actually line it up and mark the cut lines. When you make your cuts, cut within your line. That way you don't cut too much out. You can always go back and cut more material if needed. It's a lot harder to add material. Just a little bit more off the sides. So now you can see how this provides enough clearance for the A-arm through its travel when it's lowered. So I'm going to go ahead and tack this in place. So I got the driver's side shock tower extension welded in place. I was having some issues with it because of some of that undercoating and the fender well was pulling up through while I was welding. So it's not the prettiest, but it doesn't really matter because they're going to be grounded smooth anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do the passenger side now. So I started grinding down the shock tower extension to give you guys a better look of how it's going to turn out. But as far as the rest of the engine bay shave, I picked up some additional plates, one to cover this area, one to cover this area, one here, and one over here. So I've been debating on if I'm actually going to use these 4 pieces. I'm leaning towards no, mainly because this isn't going to be a show car, so I don't need that complete clean shaved engine bay look. The main reason I did these areas already was for safety related concerns. If there was ever an engine bay fire, these would be some large openings to where flames could enter the cabin quickly. But I still need to come back, grind off these studs, do some more grinding, add some Bondo, but that will be for a different video when we're prepping the engine bay for paint. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Next time, we'll start working on the wire harness tuck. We'll mount the fuse box, the ECU, and yeah. But make sure you guys subscribe so you can follow along with this build and our 48 Ford. But till next time, I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, and we'll see you again.